gonna go outside? Cupboard full of mugs, but I only ever use this one. Handmade in Pemberton, BC. I've been working on this commission for the past 2 months or so, and I'm very happy to say that it is finished. It's pretty much finished anyways. I just did the final kind of bulk of the burning last night, but I do still have a few small touches to make. I have to increase the contrast in some areas, and my client wants copper leaf on this, so I'm just going to confirm that they still want that and then go ahead and put that on this week, hopefully. And it is done, which is crazy. Every time I finish one of these commissions, I get a little bit emotional because, I mean, this is 2 months of my life that I've been working on this piece, and it is like of their life journey. I'll show you more of the details, but it's a whole journey for me too, and getting to know the piece so intimately. You know, it's been sitting in my studio for 2 months and I've seen it every single day, and there's going to be a point where I don't get to see it every single day, and that's always something that I really have to come to terms with when I'm finished up a piece. But it pays my bills too, so I do have to say goodbye to it at some point and let it go to its home. Commissions are something that I have really grown to look forward to doing. I was doing a lot of pet portraiture, charcuterie boards, you know, one-off projects like that when I first started, which are an amazing entry point. There's no shame to them whatsoever, but I kind of got to a point where those weren't bringing me a lot of joy and fulfillment in creative terms. Earlier this year, I met with an art consultant, and we decided that it was time for me to really define what I like to make as an artist, what kind of work does bring that joy for me that would also still generate income to my business, because ultimately that is what commissions are for, right? You're doing custom work for people, and it's just a bit more definitive sales than like just relying on selling original work and prints and stuff. But I was doing a lot of pet portraits before this year. I was doing a lot of pet portraits, and yeah, they just weren't doing it for me anymore. I got a little bit burnt out doing so many of them, and I think that pressure to be absolutely perfect with it was always on the back of my mind. And also, you just kind of, there's only so much creative freedom with that, right? Like, some people wanted florals surrounding the pets, which that's where I really had fun with it, but doing the actual like pet itself sounds so bad to say. I don't know. It's not that I didn't like doing it. I think I was like, do I want to do this for the rest of my life? Do I want to, does this align with my values as an artist? And I think it came to a point where it wasn't anymore, and it just wasn't the stuff that really got me fired up. I'd say very successful first year of just taking commissions that gave me a lot of creative freedom. We're very nature oriented, bringing a story to life. So this one's my client's life journey. He grew up in Italy, moved to BC with his dad, then later moved to here in Ontario. So doing this whole landscape thing and merging different parts of his life and different landscapes, different elements of nature, depending on where he was in the world at that time, have been really cool. Doing work like this brings me to such a emotional connection with my clients and understanding their life journey. It's usually about that. So I will take you in for a closer look and we'll get working. a little different in the garage right now. Something I'm actually kind of nervous to do because I have truly no idea what I'm doing, but I've had this, one sec. Basically, I have this like really thick slab of this spalted maple, and I've had this dream since last year to add some carving into my work. I use a Dremel sometimes, as you would have seen in a previous clip, just to add some highlights and stuff, but I actually want to like create some relief carving and have some things like mushrooms and stuff sticking out of the wood, and then the rest be flat. So this is my attempt. I don't necessarily have the correct bits. I'm using a router, which I think is the right tool for the job, but I need a bigger bit. So it's taken me a while, but I did my first pass yesterday, and I'm gonna do a second pass today to make these squares stick out a little bit more. But I don't want to get rid of all this sawdust. I'm gonna put it in a box, maybe make some campfire starters with it or something. But if you have any cool ideas of what I can repurpose all of these little bits with, that'd be cool, because we don't like to waste things around here.
Alrighty.
Oh, there you are. I'm feeling pretty good about this. I'm not sure if I'm gonna do a third pass and make it even deeper. I didn't want to take too much away from the actual thickness of the wood, but still got like about 2 inches thick, so there's enough room to wiggle with. Gonna take a break, gonna let the dog run around, maybe make some lunch, and then I'll come back to this. I've been eating this a lot lately. It's just, I had a real lunch, but now I'm having a dessert. It's like frozen banana with cottage cheese. Sometimes I'll put protein powder in it just to have some fun. It's like ice cream. It's been an interesting year. I don't know about you guys, but like it's already August, and I feel like I have not done nearly as much as I said I was going to this year, like by this time. I try not to let that happen, but I feel like it does happen more often than not. I think we're a little bit over ambitious with what we can do in a year, and the goals for in January that we write down are just insane. That, you know, life happens, right? And you can't get everything done that you set out to do. And if you do, you are a superhero, and tell me your ways. So much has happened. I feel like that has kind of set me back a bit. That commission I showed you earlier, I was really hoping that would have been done by the end of May, and now we're at the beginning of August, and I only just finished it. But a lot has happened. I've been dealing with some health things. I had a surgery back in March and hoping to get another one next year, but a lot of things have been up in the air, and I thought I was going to have a surgery this summer, and I didn't, which has worked out for me in the end because I don't have to recover again. But the recovery from that first surgery was pretty intense. It was very minimally invasive, but it did set me back quite a bit. And then on top of that, I struggle severely with an iron deficiency, and I just got a transfusion like 2 weeks ago, so I still haven't felt the full effects of it yet. I don't think I will for another few weeks, but that's what the doctor says anyways. But I feel like once I get that in, I'm gonna be like Iron Woman. This is my hope, so I'm gonna feel very energetic. And on top of all of that, I faced my worst nightmare as an artist in my artistic career yet, and had a package go missing. I had a shipment for a commission. I was shipping off an original artwork, a commissioned artwork. and that went missing. And that has been extremely stressful. I think I'll talk more about it in a future video when everything's settled. It has been found since, so it is currently en route to my client. This is like as of today, it just got shipped. I don't want to dive into the story too much until I know it's there. It's happy my clients have seen it. I'll talk more about that. Not ideal. I really didn't think that was going to be in the 2026 bingo card. Life just always throws a curveball, so I try to give myself some grace, because no matter how good of a plan you have for a month, a year, whatever it might be, your 5-year plan, things are never going to go as planned. Something's always going to step in your way, and it's going to test you, it's going to challenge you, and that's just life. You are never going to be able to predict the future and what's going to happen, and you just got to learn how to roll with the punches, as they say. Oh, I'm just making a big old mess over here. So that's that. If you're feeling behind, if you are feeling like, damn, I just have not done nearly as much as I thought I was going to do by now, you are on your own path. You are, I think, doing the most you can. And yeah, give yourself some grace, because chances are you're going through a lot this year too. Be patient with yourself, and you have done a lot. I think we're so hyper focused on the things that we have not done, and not focusing enough on the things that we have done, and we've done a damn good job at. I believe in you, and we're gonna make it through, and you're doing great things. Okay, I did a little bit more routering, and then I took a nap. As mentioned, I got iron deficiency, so naps occasionally are had, not every day. So I did that, did some work towards my monthly print club. I just started it with my mom, so every month we're going to be sending out a fine art print of my work. One of my pieces are going to be featured each month, and it's $18 Canadian a month, so whatever that converts to. We ship worldwide. The artwork rotates each month. It's never going to be repeated. This month we're doing a 5x7 print of my piece Her Garden. There's a full video on the process of that one if you want to watch it. Very excited, honestly. It's been a dream of mine to include my mom in something, in some area of my business, and also to make my work more accessible to more of you. And I was trying to figure out ways to make smaller prints possible, because printing art actually isn't very cheap. But I managed to find a way to make smaller prints affordable for me, and therefore making them affordable for you to collect. Come on, Alfie. So my mom's going to be helping me with packaging those prints in envelopes each month, and we're occasionally going to include a little goodie. So this month I want to make a bookmark for the first few members of my print club. Thank you so much to any of you who have subscribed. I still can't believe the response to it, and that I have people worldwide already a part of the print club, so that's really cool. If you want to join, I'll link it down below. The first edition goes out the second last week of August, and the cutoff to get this month's artwork of Her Garden is August 15th, so that's just next week. So if you want to get that piece, go on over, sign up. You can unsubscribe at any time. It is like a monthly subscription, but you can unsub at any time. There's no penalty for that. Or if you want to prepay for like 3 months, 6 months, 12 months, that's also an option. If you want to gift it to somebody, you can do that. So I'm really excited. Anyways, we're gonna go on a little hike. I brought my sketchbook and my pencil. Maybe we'll do some sketching, but I fear that the bugs are gonna be really bad, so we'll see. We've arrived to our trail, and the bugs are pretty bad. It's still very much so mosquito and black fly season. I hate the black flies. I don't know. At least mosquitoes you can fling away from you. But black flies, they just swarm. Ugh, I'm getting bit. They just swarm around your head. So I'm not sure if sketching is gonna happen in the woods today. I did bring my stuff just in case, but I'm actually on the hunt for a specific type of mushroom that I want to carve into that piece of wood as a part of, the design. I'll take any shelf fungi I can find, preferably like a reishi mushroom, but we'll see. This area we're in right now, there's usually some pretty interesting mushrooms to find. It's a pretty diverse woodland area, so oh my god, I'm sorry, I just had like 5 mosquitoes on me. I'm not sure how long we're gonna last here. Report back shortly. If I don't find this mushroom, it's not the end of the world. I do have photos from past hikes of other types of shelf fungi, but I like to use my own reference photos just to kind of get a bit more of an idea of how they stick out and stuff too, because this is my first time like carving anything. So yeah, I just want to make sure I have as many reference photos from different angles as I possibly can. So maybe that'll be my mission this week. If not today, I'll probably do another little hike later this week. But yeah, no. It was going good on this part of the trail because like a little bit more elevated, not so swampy, and then it starts to just slowly descend. And I stopped for 1 minute and it sounds like there's hundreds of mosquitoes just swarming my head. I think I'm gonna try to come back tomorrow just covered head to toe in bug spray. Use some of the dog-friendly bug spray on Alfie too. I want to find this mushroom. We shall try again another time, but I hope you guys liked this day in the life. I've never done one of these before, so let me know in the comments if it's something you're interested in seeing more of. The stuff I do, the little adventures I go on as I fight for my life and swat bugs away. Thanks for watching. If you made it this far, I'll be sharing more on the process of this wood carving, both here and on Instagram. Thanks again, guys. Never doing that again.